Welcome to the 2015 Honor Guard Gala, hosted by TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. Tonight's event is celebrating 21 years of serving the families of America's fallen heroes. Among the guests will be America's family, loved ones who've lost a hero while serving in America's armed forces. We'll bring you their stories and how TAPS has provided steadfast compassion and care. And don't miss the star of TNT's The Last Ship, Eric Dane, also known for his role in Grey's Anatomy. I'm Jane Ruby. Join me tonight for the Inside Look. Carroll, who is the president and founder of TAPS. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, thank you so much for being here. What an amazing evening.
You've done an incredible job. It's just so inspiring. I wanted to ask you, what was that moment like when you thought about something like TAPS? What was that moment of inspiration like? Do you remember that moment?
There had to be an organization. I was so sure there was one when I found out it just didn't exist. I said, if not now, when?
Absolutely. And we heard tonight how it made so much of a difference in so many lives.
It has absolutely transformed how the American military family grieves losses, and it's become that wonderful, loving, caring family of all those who have lost someone in the military.
Bonnie, tell us a little bit about what the foundation does for the families and those left behind.
Yeah. TAPS is the national organization for all those who have lost a loved one serving in the armed forces. TAPS is there 24/7 with the helpline. We provide peer-based support. It's a connection between those who truly understand what grief is all about. TAPS comes along the military casualty officer, sometimes the day of a death notification, and embraces that families, lets them know they will never be alone, that there is comfort and care available, that it's coming from others who understand their loss, that we bring in the very best professionals, casework assistants, camps for kids, survivor seminars, retreats. It's extraordinary.
And I think the separate focus on children is so special. How did you come up with that?
Well, we focus on actually moms and dads. We do a big sibling program. We have a whole program for suicide loss. So, TAPS is now 50,000 families. We have 70 amazing peer professional staff who create extraordinary ways for our families to come together.
We hope you're around for a long time. We hope TAPS just keeps growing.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Bonnie.
Thank you.
My name is Landon Gilbert's my full name.
Hi, Landon. Landon Allen Gilbert. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about TAPS. Like, what kinds of programs do they have for kids? Do you know?
I know the Halloween one at the White House.
So, Landon, tell me a little bit about what TAPS means to you and what kinds of things you've done with them.
I've done a lot of stuff with TAPS. I've been having a mentor. I went to the Naval Academy and, of course, the Halloween White House.
Awesome party?
Yep.
Hey, are you going to go into the military someday?
I'm going into the military to be an astronaut.
And be an astronaut? How about Liam? What's he going to be?
I'm actually not sure.
Hasn't figured it out yet?
No, Liam, what do you want to be?
Say hi, Liam.
Hi.
Hi, honey. What are you going to be when you grow up?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. Well, thanks for talking with us, Landon.
You're welcome.
Landon Gilbert. Hey everyone, I'm here with Kyra Phillips and John Roberts, our esteemed MCs of tonight. Good evening.
Good evening. Great to see you.
Great to see you both. Tell us how you got involved with TAPS, such a wonderful organization.
Well, it really goes back to when I started at CNN and covering the wars and our military. I was seeing firsthand how we were losing men and women, and those men and women have children. And that's how I ended up meeting Bonnie Carroll, was through members of the military. And then you meet the kids, and my gosh, I mean, they just pull at your heartstrings, and you realize that you have a platform. I have a platform. John has a platform to bring attention to amazing organizations like this that are so focused on kids who need the love and need the support.
Sure, and this is the ultimate sacrifice that these families make, totally losing their loved ones.
Oh yeah, I mean, and these kids, you know, so many of them are so young, they can't understand, why is mommy not here? You know, why is daddy not here? Why did mommy or daddy decide to, you know, why did they die by suicide? I mean, you know, a child can't, understand that. And so it's so important to create a really loving environment for them, especially when they're so young.
And this is your, did you say your 4th year?
Oh gosh, it's been more than a decade since I've been, yes, it's pretty big. But when John and I got married, we joined forces and we do it together, so.
It made it all the more fun. You had a lot of fun up there tonight.
It's an honor to do this every year, it really is. You know, I was talking with Admiral Winnefeld just a couple of minutes ago. He's the Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and he said, you know, there are some things the military does well, and there are some things that the military needs to reach out to other people for, and this is one of them. And TAPS is just such an amazing organization, and Bonnie Carroll does such an incredible job. I don't know how she's got the energy to do it, but every time it seems she's been asked to do as much as she can, she's ready to do more.
Well, it's incredibly meaningful, and we just appreciate getting a chance to speak with you both about it.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Thanks for doing such a lovely job.
About TAPS.
I bet. I can see that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kyra Phillips and John Roberts. The Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors is a national organization that provides compassionate care to the surviving members of America's fallen military heroes. This national organization has provided support to over 50,000 surviving family members of those who've lost their lives in America's military since 1994. TAPS provides peer-based emotional support, trauma and grief resources, and a 24/7 information hotline for anyone who's been affected by the loss of a loved one in the armed forces. If you need support, or if you can provide support to the organization, please go to their website below. And remember that Inside Look TV is everywhere for you. Please check us out online and social media. I'm your host, Jane Ruby. I'll be looking for you next time.
You choose the road, love.